Welcome back to the channel. This is NerdModeActivated. So, a lot of people are trying to start new channels and doing content for the first time. I'm restarting a channel myself, but I've done a lot of content in different fields for many years. And since this is a learning process of a channel, and I want to learn with you guys as I grow, you grow type of thing, I like to discuss a few of the pitfalls that I've seen that I've made that a lot of other content creators made. Roll the intro, let's get into it. So there's a lot of different issues that a lot of content creators start when they first start up. One of the biggest ones is try to get the most expensive tech they possibly can find to make sure that everything that they're doing is just the most professional they possibly can. But you should grow your stuff over time. Don't just go for the most expensive hardware you possibly can see that all the bigger YouTubers have. I get it. It kind of sounds weird coming from me because I have a Shure SM7B. I have a nice, DSLR camera. I have a lot of stuff, but I've done this for a long time, and most of my gear has been paid for by either gifts or by other avenues from other channels that I've had that have brought in revenue that have funded the stuff that I have today. Most of the gear you see behind me is either stuff that I've had over the years or stuff that doesn't even work. Like that 980 Ti that's behind me is completely dead, does not work. I got it for $20. It's basically a shelf piece, and it's because when I first started building computers, that was my dream graphics card that I could never obtain. And since it's dead, I can get it for really cheap, and plus we're in the 5 series that's like 6 generations old now, so it's just really cool to have behind me because that was my dream card, and I actually have it. I might try to fix it one day. It's probably not worth saving because they really don't support that graphics card anymore. I think they even started cutting off 10 series graphics cards. But I digress. So everyone just tries to go for the most expensive stuff they can find. I would recommend starting with your phone. Like right now, I'm shooting on an iPhone. It's perfect for most of content creation stuff, and you're not Marquise Brownlee. You don't have to go for the most expensive camera you possibly can find. And I'm using the DJI Mic Mini. I got the single one for, I think it was like $80. Here it is right there. And it's perfect because I don't plan on doing a lot of shoots with more than just me. So I don't need I think it's another $60, $70 for the two, but it has a nicer charging case. The charger on this guy, super easy. It's not a big deal. So I just went for the cheaper version, which technically it's more affordable version. It's still pretty freaking amazing. Another issue that a lot of content creators get into when they're first starting out is trying to be everywhere all at once. They're trying to be on Twitter. They're trying to be on TikTok. They're trying to be on, I guess, Kick, on Twitch, on YouTube, like just everywhere. But I recommend just narrowing it down to where you kind of want to be. Like, are you just mainly a gaming streamer and you want to just have the type of like community that's Twitch with like some shorts put into on YouTube to try to build up the community to funnel it over there, which there's not a huge amount of crossover between the two. I get it. Like some people do have rabid audiences that would go back and forth, but those are fewer and far between than you guys think. I've seen a lot of people try to push both them, but like for the people it works for, they're the exception, not the rule. It's good to have some sort of like findability on like Twitch. It doesn't really have findability. I mean discoverability. It doesn't really have that where YouTube does, and it's just kind of a pain. Another thing, and that new content creators get into, is they come in with the expectation of making a ton of money. It doesn't work like that. I understand that a lot of people make a lot of money. Your Penguin, your Mr. Beast, your Marcus Brownlees, like all those guys make a ton of money. but that's over time. A lot of it's luck, a lot of it's just sheer determination, a lot of it's just hard work and effort. But if you come to it like it's a hobby and then you see, oh, look, another person subscribed. Like I just hit 10 subscribers. I'm really, really excited over that because heck yeah, you guys hit subscribe. Also, you should hit the subscribe. But it's just a lot of fun doing what I do because I'm literally just showing what I like to take apart, what I like to fix, like I like to do. And I like working on tech. I like making myself a little bit better at just streaming, at gear, at every single thing I can take apart that makes a beep and a buzz. I love it. So why not film myself doing it and showing you guys? If you come in with that mindset of, I'm going to make $1 million, it's like going to the gym and thinking you're going to lose 175 pounds in a month. You might lose like 4 pounds, 5 pounds in the first month. And you know what? That's actually a really good month. Good job. Keep it going. Like keep your, like, because 80% of it's done in the kitchen. Keep your stuff going. Go. But a lot of people will get that 4 or 5 pounds and feel discouraged, and they just fail because they didn't hit that esteem mark that they wanted, and then they stop like immediately, and they start paying the fat tax, which is having the membership and never going. Which I like those people because they're out of the gym and I get to go. So, but that's where you need to be because you just need to want to grow or just want to have a hobby and just talk. It's a lot of fun if you're paying attention and take constructive criticism. I've had some people in my comments already saying, hey, your intro noise was kind of jarring, which I already edited it out. So like stuff like that, it was my first one. I've never made one. I was actually really proud of it. But if that's jarring for people, heck yeah, I'll change it out. I don't care. It's not a big deal. But a lot of people will get like something like that and act like the world is over because someone just said something mean to them. You can't have that type of mindset. You always can make yourself better. And if we're not here to make ourselves better, then why are we here? And that's how I like to live on this type of platform. I like to make sure that everything I'm doing is at least a little bit better, and you all should too. If you're making content, you're never gonna be making Spielberg-esque movies from the jump. You don't want to fall in the trap of letting the perfect get in the way of good. I fall in that trap all the time. Half the reasons most of my channels stop posting stuff is I know I had to get rid of it myself, is that I don't have at least the greatest ideas at once. And if I don't have like, oh, this would be the perfect graphics card, or oh, I missed the launch of this, then I just stop. And I got to stop doing that because I'm letting perfect get in the way of good. I'm not the best editor yet, but if it's not perfect, I don't want to release it. And I've been getting better, mainly with the help of my girlfriend, and making sure she's supportive and just always kind. And having someone like that in your back corner is amazing. And it just like continue on. Like I get it. It's not perfect. It's not going to be. But you got to post it and just make yourself, if this is something you truly want to do, you got to make yourself be fine with this is not going to be perfect. That's another trap that a lot of content creators fall in. And then last but not least, the most expensive trap that almost every content creator will make. You're probably thinking about it right now. You see Adobe? That is wildly too expensive for most content creators. And it's not needed for 99.9% of content creators that I think of. Like, you're about to spend $90 a month for a Photoshop and Premiere Pro. I think it's about 90. See, there's 90 or 60. I can't remember on the top of my head. And in all reality, that is way too expensive for a good chunk. You guys aren't going to be making any money. And you're basically setting $60 aside, and that's a year-long contract. So say in 4 months when you didn't hit the sub goal you wanted to, like the gym reference I did before, and then you give up, all that money is gone. It's down the drain. You still have to pay it until the end of that contract. And it's just paying it for no reason. It's literally like the fat tax, but there's no added benefit that I get to go to the gym and then you didn't let my gym close because you kept on paying. It's just a corporation just gets a crap ton of money. And there's no just buy a Premiere Pro or buy Photoshop. And I'm not a big fan of like the piracy type thing. I get it, a lot of people have to work on these programs. I don't like the subscription model. I'll take I'll pay you like $300. Just let me keep it and stop hounding me for money every 10 seconds. So what I would recommend for most of you guys starting out, if you don't want to spend any money, GIMP is free. It's a Photoshop kind of clone. I'm not a giant fan of it, but it is good for most of you guys to start getting at least thumbnails and little widgets and stuff in your, in your videos and stuff. It's perfect for that. If you want to spend a little bit of money and get something that's really close to Photoshop and is really good, Affinity Photo, it is, I think, $70, and you get it for free for 180 days. So that unironically is the perfect system for a new content creator. You're starting out, you're not sure if you're going to keep on making it, but you have 180 days for free to try it out. And then in about, at the end, you can spend the $60 and get it because you've already learned it. So that's perfect. And then for video editing, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys haven't heard this one before. It's a little bit, not as hand-holdy, but DaVinci Resolve. It's for free. The studio version is $300, but the regular version, which I'm still using to this day, is free. There's some features you're missing from the studio version that you don't get in the regular version, like your AI subtitles aren't in it, and then like AI like color correction and stuff like that. But you can live without it. It's only $300 if you're at that point where you can get it, and then you get it for life. It's not a subscription. It's not a yearly thing. It's you got it. It's yours. You're welcome. Enjoy the updates. So they are very, very good at giving updates, and they have really good peripherals if you're looking at them for video editing. So that's a future thing for me. I'm not at all looking at them right now, but that's my biggest pitfall. Well, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time, and keep learning. I'm going to keep on learning too.